Hey everybody, happy Christmas Eve and day 24 of the great Out of Office Advent event. It's so cool to still have all you guys here joining me, and I hope that you're getting, ooh, it's a random Christmas carol just popped up there. Hope you're getting a load of value still from all the daily posts that I've been doing. Not always live. We've had special guests popping in. We've had shares from other guests and lots of tips all around business and keeping your business running online, time-saving hacks and all sorts of things like that. So I am just in the middle of wrapping the last of my presents. Exciting, and enjoying some Christmas music in the background as well, and getting ready for Christmas Day tomorrow. Very, very excited. But I didn't want you to miss out on day 24 of the Great Out of Office Advent event. And so tonight's tip, I guess, it's a little bit of a life hack, a little bit of a law of attraction type hack that I want to share with you guys is about paying it forward. So this is in life, but also in business, right? Paying it forward in kind. And we've heard those kind of words before. But how can you do it in business, especially at this time of year? Maybe you're short on cash flow to be able to give gifts to all of the people that you want to give gifts to in your business, your colleagues or people that you work alongside, that you collaborate with, your suppliers, things like that. So how else can you pay things forward? Now, I have a really great story about this from a few years ago when I was between contracts. It was this time of year, Christmas. I worked in government at the time, and so I knew I wasn't going to get another job until late in January because of the great Kiwi Christmas shutdown over summer. And I had been for my final interview for the year, hoping that I was going to secure that job, which I did, but I didn't find out until the new year. And on my way leaving that building, I popped into the sandwich shop to get some lunch. And I thought to myself, I was really stretching my budget by this stage. And I bought myself a sandwich, and I ummed and ahed at the counter about whether I should buy a coffee. And I thought, you know what, treat yourself, because that's your last interview. Nothing more I can do now until the new year. And, treat yourself a coffee for the end of the year. So I asked for a coffee, and the lady behind the counter said, do you know what, that coffee is free for you? And I said, oh, why is that? So the person before me had paid it forward. They had bought 10 coffees for the next 10 people in line. So I'm not saying that's what you should do today. It's probably a little bit too late to be doing that for Christmas now. But it's a really great example of what you can do when you do have the cash flow, when you do have a free coffee. Pay it forward for someone else. Leave it at the till for somebody else. It's an example of it. Another great way, and this is what I thought of today in business, that you can pay it forward or have a random act of kindness, I guess, for free, is to review somebody. So somebody that you've worked with, somebody that's done a great job, a supplier, a business coach, someone that you've collaborated with, or just someone generally in your team that's done a fantastic job. If they have their own personal business page, their Facebook page, or perhaps a Google business page, then leave them a review or send them a really nice email message. That's free as well, and that they can then use for a review if they wanted to, or just get the warm fuzzies. So it's a really nice way to thank people. It's a really great way to give thanks to people, and especially those in business. We do rely on reviews for future clientele, because if we can get really great positive reviews from our past customers and clients, then that just gives other people an example. And another example of this, why it's important to give reviews and feedback, I think, when you've had really great service, and probably when the opposite as well, is because when I go traveling, for example, I use TripAdvisor quite a lot. TripAdvisor, Booking.com, platforms like that where I check reviews. I check reviews of people's accommodation. So when I'm going to book accommodation, I'll check the recent reviews of that accommodation, restaurants, activities, things to do in cities, things like that. Now, if I'm checking everyone else's reviews all the time, but I'm not leaving reviews, that's not really very fair, I don't think, because then the next people behind me can't get those reviews. And so it's all paying it forward. It's free for me to do. And, in the long run, it benefits myself, because if everybody's doing it, then it's going to help me with my travels and know which places to pick. So in business, it's the same. So if you can, at least just leave one review, one random act of kindness, or send someone a lovely email that you've worked with this year, then that is my major life hack for you. It's all the law of attraction and abundance, and it's going to set you on your way really nicely for 2020, having some random acts of kindness like that. So that's all from me for tonight, guys. happy Christmas Eve. I hope that you all have a wonderful, wonderful day with your families tomorrow. For those that don't celebrate Christmas, I hope that you are having a lovely break over this holiday, if you get a holiday. And thank you all for joining me this far. The Advent event doesn't finish here like your chocolate ones, like your chocolate Advent calendars. We are carrying on till the end of December, so another whole week of Advent event, and we've got another special guest joining us as well in between Christmas and New Year's with a wonderful life tool, mindset life tool. So tune in for that, and I'll see you all tomorrow, Christmas Day. Yay! Take care, everybody.